Hello and welcome, everybody. This is the Daily Dharma. My name's Dina. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and spending some time with me. Let's go ahead and get into the vibe and see what is going on for us. And I was kind of thinking as I pick up these decks about the activations, I was thinking today, why don't we start with the more down-to-earth handwritten cards and see what the situation is before we dig into what we're going to be asked to do about it. Let's get a shuffle here. I'm seeing the Pluto card, but I want to get a good shuffle because all of those came up in a big mess, face down. Might be some hidden energies, things that you can't put your finger on. Especially this is the weekend of the lunar eclipse if you're watching this in time. And usually things are revealed at the full moon, and then when you have the full moon lunar eclipse, it's taken to the next level. And the first card out is telepathic chemistry, call and answer. I'm feeling that this is you having some type of a foreshadowing of something coming in, possibly a new type of partnership, whether it's romantic, platonic, or business partnership, some type of connection. And the next card out is the Scorpio card, 8th house, Plutonian energies, fixed water. So it's something that's deep. It hits you deep. So let's see. Fixed water is standing out to me. The call and answer too seems like this coming together. We've got clarity and realization under the deck. So looking for clarity. Okay. So potentially with this, I've got this big stack we're about to look at. On the top is veiled insults. So there's potentially some type of an energy of getting to the bottom of some type of a vibe of some type of, I want to call it hateful energy projected at you. And it's that call and answer is, a friend of mine had this going on today, and she used some mirroring kind of energy, like sending that energy away from her if it didn't belong to her. And she said all of a sudden she was feeling better. And yeah, it can happen if somebody's projecting energy here. So we're getting the healing vibes coming in. If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter which way you go. Looks like you're trying for that anywhere but here vibe, wanting to get out, not knowing where you're going to find yourself, but just needing to get out of a situation or somebody's evil eye. So Sagittarius, 9th house, Jupiter, mutable fire. And Sagittarius is all about getting out and having new horizons, new experiences, travel. And does this align with your highest path? And then we get the maybe card. Gather more information, wait and see. Yeah, you might not be ready to jump ship just yet, but there's a confidence boost coming in. Maybe the reason that you're biding your time is trying to figure out which way you want to go and to have a strong inclination before you just cut ties. But it looks like you will be moving in a more independent way with Uranus coming in. Something's boring you. It says bored easily. It's like maybe you used to think that there was more depth in a situation, more inspiration, but you're finding lately that it's just the same old. And so with the 99.99, that's an ending here, closing up. Demon Slayer, whatever attracted you to this situation to begin with is being canceled out of your energy. Witchy ways. I feel like in this situation that somebody has been trying to send their own spiritual monitoring around you, and so they're casting energy in your general direction. So stay stay in your high vibe and stay protected. I feel like the ways are this kind of envy, jealousy, whatever it might be, insecurity of their own, because you're having a promotion of your gifts and talents, and because you're kind of closing out your chapter and the energy is waning between you and whoever this suggesting this demonic lower vibe energy is belonging to. Kind of looks like that's why they're being threatened in some type of way. It says they're going to be sending a message. I was getting something the other day. I wonder if that's what this is going to talk about somebody like having treated you in a certain way, then they see that you're moving in a new direction and then wanting to entice you to stick around by either showering you, love bombing you with gifts or compliments, or offering you some type of promotion within some type of system. I've got this tickle on my nose, and if you've been watching, it's kind of one of those things, Spirit's like, yeah, look at this. So okay, somebody's trying to send a message because you've been in your own energy, independent and aloof, right? Because access denied, right? No. So you just moved away from people because separation, take time for self-alignment. And now we're getting the card of Cancer, 4th house, Moon, Cardinal Water. So taking an emotional stand to honor your own energies and not let somebody else's energy sway your sense of feeling about yourself or your day or anything else. So yeah, I'm thinking about that energy and that lady with the mirror again. I wonder if that'll come up. I kind of want to switch decks now too, because we got out the situation. What else? Somebody's avoiding you because you see straight through their lies, BS, and fake smiles, and flowing reflective state. I think that's where you are at now that you're cutting ties and moving away from that type of judgment vibration. You're able to kind of reflect upon the situation from a distance and flow with your own energy without that whatever was messing with your vibe. Let's give them something to talk about. Oh, really? A little mystery to figure out. That's an old one. So maybe there's some type of a workplace romance, or maybe one of you gets a lot of attention, and probably because it shows that you're a multi-dimensional manifester. So you've got a lot of energy from all these different realms, and it creates a lot of movement and captivating, fascinating energies orbiting around you at all times. This inspired light and this depth of resonance is something that you embody at the drop of a hat, and you can shift and move amongst these energies at will. You're very cooperative in your energies, and you have a lot of vision. So I feel like when people are talking, when energies are moving, you're getting all of these thoughts and ideas, and you're creating always on some timeline or another, or multiple at once for some of you. It says opening up, revelation, emergence. Maybe you're going to be able to share your energy with somebody, because it could be for some of you with this, give them something to talk about, that you're having that somebody revealing feelings for you. But for many of us, this is also like you having this idea of somebody doubted you, for instance, and then you're like, oh, you want to talk bad about you? I'll give you something to talk about, but it's not going to be how you think. It's not going to be by reducing yourself to speak poorly about other people. It's going to be investing all of that energy that you just reclaimed to yourself without this codependent karmic situation that was taking your energy. It's putting it back into your own self-development. Exactly. Divine entourage walks with you. Somebody's been trying hard to impress a lot of people for a long time, and I feel like they were using some type of glamour hooks. But because you have this divine entourage, all of that energy that's moving and flowing around you at all times, that multidimensional manifestation, is because all the spiritual team that works with you is always helping you mold things behind the scenes. So yeah, it's like you're highly protected because it says high value, handle with care. It's kind of coming across as a bit of a warning for anyone who would cross you because for the wrong reasons. I mean, I think that you are one who is always available to be accountable for your energies or to take some constructive criticism. But on the flip side, when people are sending energetic demons out into the world, I think that when you're around them, you have a lot of protection. So I think that if you feel that energy, take it seriously and work your magic in that way. Somebody can't stand your pictures and updates. It says you don't seem to age or slow down. So you might have a very light energy, a very innocent authenticity, someone who is quick to stand up for justice, but also quick to feel compassionate even with your enemies. And so this type of high vibe, high value energy is possibly what's keeping you seeming so delightful and threatening in their eyes, because the more that they're aligned with their hatred and lower vibrational attachment energies and their demons, the more that it's going to age them, quite literally, in the material, because it sucks the life force. And let's say that we have somebody like that in our midst, such as like one of your clients, one of your bosses, or a family member. Being around them can often be such a difficult thing because it's so many different things we won't get into, but it's ultimately like then when you're away from them, and especially when you're right there next to them, you can really feel that energy, and they're interacting with your happiness in a negative way. And so you're being told to make sure to get yourself blessed up in those ways and cleanse and clear your energy before, during, after, and see if you can't find yourself a different place to hang your hat, I guess, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's see some code cards for us. Oh boy. Exactly here. We've got alchemy, healing, and unique gifts. So part of the reason that individuals are responding to your energy, either with that super fascination or with the super threatened energy, is because you're very alchemical. But that's what this cooperative energy is, this envision or visionary manifester, multidimensional manifester. You bring all of these gifts from all of these different realms, and the energy speaks through you, and you're in such a, where was that flow card, that flow state, having the reclaiming of your energy from your past and anything that comes to threaten you. It's like the alchemical shift that you bring to any type of environment is sending out these healing vibrations. And if somebody is attached to their lower vibrational nature, then they are going to feel threatened, or their demonic entourage might be threatened by your presence because they're not ready, willing, or able to heal at this time. And some people need that for their process. So bless them and send them on their way. Under the deck, we have perception. I'm seeing the endless opportunities card and the solar plexus chakra here. So you're perceiving ways to transmute healing when anything lower threatens to eclipse your authentic embodiment. And I see you trying to heal others as well. And here's how I do my own little personal workaround, because you're not meant to manipulate others' energies. I always intend that their spirit team and higher self entourage work with that person to decide whether they would accept this healing energy based on their highest heartfelt wants and wishes at the soul level. And so if anything can pierce through and that person can admit to themselves that they do want healing for something, then perhaps my little energetic upload to the love cloud spirit consciousness can be there and made available for when and wherever they're ready and willing, able to receive it. Portal keeper. We had this a lot yesterday with the unique gifts, being able to monetize something that's inherent to your personality, probably something that has been with you since childhood or something like that, that's a hobby, a passion, or something you've spent a lot of time perfecting your skills, something creative in its energy. So with this portal keeper here, it's a similar message, but building upon that, it's also about the people and places that we're around and letting other people have their own sovereign will to choose their process without wasting any of our energy trying to understand or heal others, because even if we are a healer with our energies, that's just a capacity to be the conduit for energies and for mirroring for others how to handle their process, one way or several ways to do this. It's like we must understand that we can only heal ourselves, that we're only a tool here. And so it's like, it's telling us that, especially because yesterday those monetizing your South Node, your inherent gifts it was really talking about how we were trying to riddle out, to understand how that energy wasn't coming through the way that we thought it was, or how to shift, how to make it flow. I'm right on the tip of something here that Spirit's trying to show me. Show me what else you want me to speak about, and we will understand. It's something about the portal of the body. And at its heart, at the basis of this, exactly, thank you. At the basis of this, it's always an opportunity how we take in the energy, what we do with it, how we transmute and alchemize that into investing in our gifts or into distraction energy, detour energy, trying to let somebody catch up with us all the time instead of being on our own highest, best course. Because sometimes the best way to help others is to help ourselves. Put your own gas mask on first in the airplane when it's going down. Then you can help many others. And so you understand this in a new way here. And so it looks like you're having a powerful, heartfelt, and it keeps coming up as an abundance code activation, moving away from the old layers of poverty consciousness, lack mentality that are still being shed flake by flake for some of us, and quantum leap by quantum leap for others, and all of this and more. So we're waking up to what this abundance is. And okay, so I distracted myself again. So the portal keeper is all about how we alchemize that energy, because when we invest in what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, we talk about limitation because this isn't right, this could be better. But it's all abundance. And so all we need to do is say, what do I prefer? And then we start to build from there instead of trying to fix, which is actually moving. It's like trying to run a marathon but running backwards. You can't see where you're going. You have to be awkwardly using your limbs in the reverse motion. It's not where we're going. We're not going that way, right? Or we shouldn't be. And so the portal keeper understands at a very crucial level the way that we have to allow ourselves to catch and release energies that would slow the process or that would have us moving in the wrong direction. If we can do something co-creatively and constructively, then investing in that makes us, it flips the whole script on its head. So in that way, whenever anything puts us, or we can get ourselves into the vibration of hope, faith, gratitude, abundance, and at the core, love versus fear, with those anxieties, fears, worries, things we can't control. You know, the moment that we start to get into things like compassion, those super high vibrational levels of ecstasy, comes from levels of ego death, where we're comprehending the need for the body to release these old layers, because with every release, it buoys the heart, it buoys the energetic frequency to a higher level. And so the portal keeper is transforming your ability to create. Okay, so we're going to leave this prosperity under the deck here. Transformation. I see this violet flame, you unfurling here with this violet flame transformation, really taking the time to understand, as I say, that this sacral chakra is the core of creation card here, coming out with the throat chakra, express your truth and vulnerability. So some of this also is about your highly sensitive nature, and that is how we create. It's the dynamic frequency and the ability to harness the largest spectrum, like the highest and the lowest octaves, and the most complexity through this. It's and that's why it keeps coming through as anything that applies your creative energies. It helps to balance out the forces of the above and the below, and it creates this expansive healing for yourself. So you're balancing a lot of internal energies with this highly sensitive portal keeper. It's like you can activate others, but only if they choose. Endless opportunities. I think that you've given others endless opportunities, and it's because you have so much faith and love for humanity and for yourself, because you know that you are the universe at large. And so, yeah, it's so beautiful. Freedom. Freedom. Yeah, you're getting out of an old cycle here. We've also got transition, perception, crown chakra, delight, and belief here. Yeah, you believe in the power of your happiness to open minds. And so I think that you want to somehow utilize your energy, whether it's like humor or the delight that you can evoke in others through this type of cooperative envisioning and manifestation with others. I feel like you kind of allow people to, when you're interacting, to reveal themselves. And so you start to maybe drop some little code words, like this code talker activation that keeps coming through. And it's something, because of these unique gifts, you're able to utilize this light language activation type stuff and bring it through and translate it into words that are designed to awaken others to something. And although we can't force others, what we can do is show that divine mirror to the other individuals. And so there's something that you try to bring out the best in others. And that is where your abundance is really lying. And I'm seeing this, I'm hearing lying as well. Prosperity, magic, new blueprints being communicated to you. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, some of these unique gifts are coming online right now. So with the eclipses, potentially, these new communications are, you're getting an initiation. Earth star chakra comes out with romantic love, and it's earthly love as well. Allowance, realization, solar plexus, ether, seamless, unspeakable, evolution, compassion, and root chakra. Exactly. So you're really on the forefront of this consciousness evolution journey, and you're working with your own ability to have compassion with what others might call the lower mind, to activate the DNA on the earthly level. You're working with energies that, as we just said, it speaks to the highest in the other individuals. And so you're probably somebody who practices looking at somebody and really seeing them as soon as possible, and like giving them your attention, and somehow bringing forward, like, oh, it sounds like you've really done your research on that. I'd love to talk to you more about that. Or, you know what I mean? Like calling somebody out, and it's not gassing them up. It's like, wow, it sounds like you really know your stuff, you know? I mean, it's calling out the unique gifts in others, and it takes a very courageous soul to be healed enough to lift others up with our energy. And you can't lift others up without elevating yourself in the spiritual realms. So the way that you are using your energy here is helping you to realize this next level manifestation in the real world here. I feel like you're being gifted this earthly love, if it hasn't come through already, or if you have your individual partner right now, maybe this love is coming through in the eyes of those that you're inspiring, just falling in love with you in every little thing you say. It's like, I'm hearing that every little thing she does is magic, magic, magic. Is it? All right. So you're able to really speak your magic into form, and it starts to be like sparkles in the dark for people who have been lost in that energy for far too long. And so I think that you're okay with being on the outside at first and letting people be who they are, because you have such compassion. But I think that you would give them more opportunities to, you would probably be nice to them, and you would probably be sweet as punch and inspire them all over again the next time if you ran into them in a dark alley, if they were, not a dangerous, traumatic individual. I'm not saying all that, but you know what I mean? So under the deck here, we've got Divine Masculine. Reclaim your energy from this. And then the root chakra comes up again from the other deck, ground and center. I really like this. It's time for us to reclaim our identity from this shadow and belief that we don't have what it takes to make this next move, it looks like. Whew. So give me just a minute here. So it does look like you're really reclaiming your energy from some type of I want to call it generically a toxic masculine type of operating system. So it doesn't have to be a male or a person at all. It's just the old way of being, where we work all the time and we do what we're told, and we support systems that we are not aligned with type thing. It looks like you're reclaiming your energy from that and really investing in your unique gifts. Yeah, and it's helping to put your life into the right order, your fearless approach. It's unifying your energy here, and it's putting you in a really delighted space. You've a confidence glow up happening here as well. So it's, yeah, assistance now coming out. It looks like you're looking to be more and more authentic. I've also got diving into a task over here. Looks like you really want to keep going in a specific direction, and it looks like it's paying off with the eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. So any last activations for our viewers? Yeah, I'm sensing that you're needing to keep going and stay the course. Geometric coherence. We already had coherence here, and we're talking about manifestation. 3 of portals. The geometric, I saw 3131. Geometric coherence is all about understanding how thoughts become things. And under the deck here, we have the Lovers card, which has been coming out quite a bit. Loving, compassion, the action plan, 2 of light codes, crystalline staircase, 5 of portals. It's a lot of ascension energy and making a plan to get and stay in your own energies. Coral reef, maybe have a vacation. 3 of earth guardians and sword of assertion. Paladin of activations. There's a lot of movement and momentum with new thoughts. Heart, 10 of portals. And heart fire, 3 of activations. That's so beautiful. So yeah, there's a lot of unity information, unity consciousness coming through. Oh, and then the last 3, forward motion, 3 of light codes with the infinite life force, 19, the sun, and microcosm, initiate of earth guardians. So your whatever compassion is able to be generated within you is going to help you tap into that abundance mindset and have this divine intervention and assistance to uplift your love light and gain some type of this feedback and love mirror in the material world. So reclaim your energy from anything that has led you into doubt or fear or anxiety, and stay in your love. Stay blessed up. Sending you so much love. Take good care of yourself and hit up some of those buttons if this was meaningful for you. Thanks, guys.